You know a lot about ballet, don't you, Miss Yaegaki? I'd like to put you in charge of choreography. What'd you say? I'd like to say you're still as attractive as ever in that leotard. It's a day of a test. Been watching my classmates go up one by one for a selection test. During a break, while everyone's rehydrating, Sister Basket comes over to me and kicks my conversation. Did I tell you that? No, but when Miss Takasaki had her first ballet lesson here, she brought both point shoes and ballet shoes, remember? I think back on it and nod. When it came time to practice, she asked if he could get her shoes for her, and he picked up ballet shoes without hesitation. If your only knowledge came from movies and television, would you have gone for point shoes, wouldn't you? But someone who really knew about ballet would be aware that ballet shoes are used during training. That's how I knew. Well, it may differ from teacher to teacher. There's an implicit rule that ballet shoes are used when you're just starting out. If you move on to point shoes when you become more proficient. However, since they can get worn out quickly during training, even if you've already moved on to point shoes, it's normal to use ballet shoes during regular practice. Reserving your point shoes only for performance rehearsals and a real thing. Maybe I just picked the right ones by chance? Yes, perhaps that's all it was. When you handed her rosin though, you told her not to put too much on her heel, didn't you? So I did, but it's common sense that should go on the sole of a shoe, isn't it? I learned from watching my sister that when performing a lot of intense moves such as the grand jet, it's common practice to rub rosin on your shoes to keep it from slipping. I'm surprised to see a display of perceptiveness, it's almost reminiscent of Shirahane, actually. To be honest, it's more unwittingly giving out very obvious hints. It's not like I was trying that hard to hide it. So how about it? Will you work on the choreography with me? I don't want to lump it on Shirahane. I feel bad just flat out saying no. She does a lot for me, so I want to let her down gently. Consider my options for a moment, then... No, I couldn't. I'd be too nervous working alongside you. There. Flattery is always best. I don't think it's going to work with her though, but flattery is always best. Oh, well, why is that? Just tilts her head at me in confusion, apparently not getting the hint. Because you're so beautiful. Even if we work on choreography together, then, well, I spend a lot more time with you and your stimulating personality. Food driven to a distraction. Oh my. Hit realisation is taking my comment the wrong way. I expect Sister Basket to respond with either a middle-aged woman's cry of "Oh you," or some rebuke for failing to take her beloved ballet seriously enough. However... Oh, so you're stimulating? You're making me blush! Oh, that's an adorable... Sister Basket? Oh, I'm afraid I've put on some weight recently, so please don't stare. Seeing a squirm in embarrassment is like a virginal teenager. Brings a flush to my own cheeks. Just a bit of bounty, it's supposed to joke right back. Like some disgusting pervert, she crosses her arms in front of her, like she's trying to protect her ample bosom from my gaze. We are just an object of envy for someone's flattered me. I'm sorry, I think I took my joke too far. I lay my head, hoping to somehow smooth over a situation. Once I've said I'm sorry yet again and bowed some more, Sister Basket finally gives up on trying to persuade me. She gives a signal that break time is over and goes back to exam. I paused there down a long sigh when... You're not going to do choreography? I hear a voice behind me and my sigh catches in my throat. Don't creep around silently like that. Don't dodge a question. It was such a pain though. The job belongs to someone far more diligent than me. Since she knows my personality, she can't really argue against that. She opens and closes her mouth as though wanting to object. Not wanting her to push any further, I avert my eyes from her. I want to dance your choreography. Huh? By the time I turn my gaze to her, it's too late. She's already turned her back to me. It's making her way gracefully to a selection test has taken place. Next up is Miss Takasaki. Please begin. Chidori begins dancing. Everyone's eyes on her. If you're talking in terms of technique, then of course she's unrivaled. If I had to describe the prowess of her performance, I might say she maintained a stable axis in all her turns, although her jumps appear weightless. But it's difficult to really put her dancing into words. She certainly accomplished those things I just mentioned, but if I were to distill it down to just one single thing, it'd probably be the fact that I just simply could not take my eyes off of her. However perfect it is, there's a sense of danger to her dancing that makes it impossible to look away. When she's finished, I don't feel inclined to applaud at all at how wonderful she was, just as much as I'm aware she stole away my soul, if only for a moment. If I were to... Okay. Thank you very much, Miss Hanabishi. She ends with a reverence amidst a storm of applause. I guess it makes sense for it to go to the present. Chidori's dancing was certainly above and beyond everyone else's, although she lags behind a little in the terms of overall skill. The present's performance was not to be outdone. The applause she got also attests to the fact she had Chidori beat in terms of both stability and expressiveness. Yaegaki-san, who do you think the lead role should go to? I want my answer to a question. The first was definitely a better one of the two. I can't say that because it's my roommate. Well, the Prez is also technically the underdog as well, so I'm going to go for the underdog. This does sound like I'm writing for the underdog, but Chidori. Huh? Well, we're both so good, I don't think either's the underdog. A reminder, this is just a decision where down to me to go and explain my reasoning. Chidori is definitely better if we're going by skill, but she has this lack of steadiness, don't you think? She nods. She must have picked up on it too. I do think that sense of danger is one of expressive strengths, where you keep your eyes glued to her. Downside, she doesn't really give a very controlled performance. What do you mean by controlled? Simply put, it's like she's always trying to push herself further. She's always on the attack, always pushing hard for perfection. That's what makes her dancing seem so dangerous. I see, so that's why we couldn't take our eyes off of her. As an aside, I personally like an aggressive approach, however. She probably won't be chosen for the lead role anyway. Why not? Reason Chidori isn't suited to the role of Princess Aurora? Why she won't be chosen as a lead? Imagine you became a figure skating coach, and you had to have two skaters at roughly the same ability level. One of them always gave 100% for their performances, while the other only ever gave 80%. Which would you choose? One always gave 100%, I would. She starts to answer and trails off, realising what I'm getting at. Always giving 100% might sound good on paper, but it's a sort of sport that necessarily comes down to a make or break contest. The shadow of failure is always looming. With a skater operating at 80, you don't get passable results and they're less likely to mess up. I tell her it's exactly right before turning back to where a test is still going on. Isn't like with pro sportsmen though, since this isn't part of their education. Maybe one who put their all into it. What was that? Triumph, she tilts her head at me, making a ponytail sway. Then where's the other reason? Read role of mistaken beauty, that of Princess Aurora, is a stereotypical princess. Pure and innocent, in other words, rather difficult role for a haughty, arrogant person to inhabit. That's a decisive reason she's not right for her part. We're taught that in ballet you must always smile, even when the going gets tough. If you let exhaustion show on your face during practice, you're in for scolding. When it comes to the actual performance, even if the skin on your feet is rubber raw, you can't let a shred of paint show on your expression. You can't force a smile when you have to. Yes, Princess Aurora must dance with a smile. It's quite clear from both the outline performance and the character herself there are plenty of scenes where dancing with a smile. And so, I wonder which way Sister Basket will swing. All to myself, turning my gaze back to the earnest perform on stage. I expected the part to be announced tomorrow, but Sister Basket tells us the results as soon as the test is finished. The part of a Sapphire Fairy goes to Miss Tokiwa. Miss Erika will play the Diamond Fairy. The happy squeals at the main character role was announced. Some girls were clasping their hands together, as though in prayer they wait for their own name to be called. Puss in Boots were played by Miss Ichigo Sasaki. The White Cat were played by Ringo Sasaki. Hey, I'm a cat! I can't wait to see the costume. The twins start battling one each other like a pair of kittens and class laughs. The Red Riding Hood were played by Miss Shirahane. The Grey Wolf by Miss Yakasa. Huh? Little Red Riding Hood? Can't stop my feline smile from spreading across my face when I hear Shirahane, who wanted to be a part of the scenes, who chose to play the cute comical role of Little Red Riding Hood. Shirahane is dancing on a little basket in one hand. Will really be a sight to see. I've seen Sleeping Beauty perform before, but in my head I put Shirahane in the Little Red Riding Hood part. I was surprised myself when, realising Sister Basket paused in her announcements, looked back to see her frowning. I have still yet to decide the remaining roles of Princess Aurora and Princess Florine. It's down to the last two roles, and neither Chidori Takasaki nor Rika Hanabishi have been called, and no doubt agonising over which of them got the lead. Takasaki-san's dance was amazing, but Richan's was nothing to be sneered at either. Personally, I thought Richan's was better. The whisperings I overhear seem to be slightly more in Hanabishi's favour, but I still hear Chidori's name mentioned plenty. I find that strange. My amateur partner herself are here to a dispute. Steps forward in front of Sister Basket, who still hasn't made up her mind. I'm more skilled than Hanabishi-san. I don't see the need to struggle over a decision. Whispered discussions come to an immediate halt at Chidori's inconsiderate words. Looks as people are giving her a hard-on. Sister Basket looks a little taken aback and admonishes her. Aurora Princess Aurora requires a broad range of emotion expression. It's important to bring a nuanced sensitivity to performance. Do you understand? Even if she's able to concede to Sister Basket as admonishment, I bet some part of her still wants to put up a fight. She grits her teeth and nods. However, would you allow me and Miss Hanabishi to take the test again? Takasaki-san. You don't mind, do you, Hanabishi-san? The President nods reluctantly, caving to the severe pressure which Chidori is putting on her. Please. She pins Sister Basket with a sharp but earnest gaze. Alright then, we'll see you both dance again. Just like that, Sister Basket approves her request for a trial. The phrase Occam's razor comes to mind. Occam's razor, the principle of solving problems by eliminating every extraneous factor, making as few assumptions as possible, because the simplest solution is often the best. It's a way of thinking that matches how I live my life. It's familiar. But simply a thought process, the better you're able to live true to yourself. When I think of a retest, I can't help but refer back to Occam's razor. And have a good few days to think about it as well, because the episode's ending here. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day, and join me next time for a retest. Bye bye.